counter stroke that puts amazing defense into attack onto the table. 2-all.
Let's
2-all, 2-all. 20,000 at stake here for the winner. Oh, and he'll be annoyed at that. That's the kind of challenge he loves. We're wondering whether the cameras were a bit close. Ah, he's annoyed.
Let's 3-2.
Just over 1 minute left, so we will go to 11. With this one, it's 3-all.
3-all.
Oh, good serve there. Another backspin, keeping it tight.
Good intent from Chun-Ting, couldn't convert. 4-3. Oh! And his head went below the table there with huge disappointment. He thought he'd done enough.
Well, he set that up well. There was like a float serve, and he stepped in and flicked, but left the table open.
4-5.
Wow, we've got a little flicker of a smile there. We haven't seen much of that. Look at that backhand again. It is a penholder's backhand, isn't it? Gosh.
Oh, I think he
Ish.
unusual stroke.
Very.
5-all.
2-all, 5-all. Battle of the penholders. More of a struggle for Xu Xin at the moment. Chun-Ting's got really nothing to lose, to be quite honest. Play his heart out and look for an extraordinary upset. Oh, that's better. Wow.
6-5.
And we get flashes of
Yeah.
like that of Xu Xin.
Ah.
6-all.
How many times has he come up with that backhand down there into the corner? I haven't seen Xu Xin so sort of perplexed of dropping his head. Look at him. He's just shaking it and thinking,
Well, he
oh,
looks as though he's shattered.
yeah, absolutely. 6-all.
6-7.
It has been a very long table tennis season
yeah.
for the players.
Yeah. And he's had a lot of success as well, and that, I know that sounds crazy, but with that success he's been playing right to the end.
Yeah,
Of
definitely. Every match.
Every
7-all.
competition. Ah. You can feel his frustration. He knows he doesn't make errors like this. Look at that. Shaping it up, hitting the tape and going out. Same on both sides. We have seen some brilliant play, but we've seen some ordinary table tennis as well here. Xu Xin 8-7. And now
Good float
7-9.
serve there, that was clever. Didn't read the spin on that. Chun-Ting.
He looked very quickly around at his coach. He must have said something to him. Chun-Ting 8-9. That's a gone, and now it's 10-8.
10-8.
Xu Xin will serve this, and this will be the last of the points to 11. Thereafter, we'll be into the fast 5, which means the first to 5.
10-8.
Xu Xin, well, he should take this. We'll just wait. Nothing's guaranteed. 2 game points. He has taken it. 11-8. So it's 3-2 in games. We'll now have fast 5, so it will be the first player to reach 5 points takes the game. And if it's Xu Xin, he'll take 3rd place. It's extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, we're both perplexed how brilliant he can be one moment and how absolutely down and out he can be the next.
Yeah, his body language, I think he's saying it all. For me, he looks tired. But, you know, every now and again, this brilliance comes out of Xu Xin.
Time.
I mean, we're only halfway through the year, although obviously the season is different. And here's confirmation, the fast five. It's all pizzazz. It's all dragging the crowd's excitement down, focusing on the spotlight in the center. Xu Xin has the serve. He needs 5 points to take the match. There's one of them.
Love one.
Frustration for Chunting there. It was a simple shot. It's alternate serving at the fast five. So Xu Xin started. Chunting will get the ball at the moment. Why are we waiting? Oh, we don't need to. Love one. Wow. Wasn't even close. Again, lethargic from Xu Xin. Oh, great.
Lovely shot there.
2-1.
Opened that up well. You see that angle. Xu Xin not able to get to it.
2-1.
Oh, good placement there. Xu Xin right into the crossover position of Wang Chunting.
Great thing there is he didn't get too ambitious. He just, it was placing, it was thinking, it was very good strategy.
Left. 2-all.
Okay, 3-2 now, and 2-3 with Chunting in serve.
Left.
Yeah.
2-3.
Well, third, fourth placings are always going to be difficult with atmosphere and so on.
Left. 2-3.
Xu Xin wiped the ball off a little bit in his pocket. Oh, this is good. Oh,
That went round the net.
It did. Unbelievable shot. But maybe a bit of trickery inside the pocket as well. Ha! That's fantastic. Look at that one. And then he still gets it back. Great cut.
4-2.
Undercut. And it's now game and match point to Xu Xin, who has the serve. This is for third place and $20,000 US. And he's got it. It's 5-2. It was a little laboured. It was certainly more difficult than we anticipated, but there were flashes of the old Xu Xin, the old ability to really engage the crowd. It was harder than perhaps we expected, but ultimately he takes the third place here in the Seamasters T2 Diamond competition for men. And well, we've got the two finals to come, but I tell you what, that's not bad hors d'oeuvre, is it?
No, it isn't, and I think looking at Xu Xin's face, I think he's thinking, I'm glad that's over with, because he does look tired. We saw flashes of his brilliance.
Well, let's have a special word here for Chunting, because he's had a fantastic tournament. He's beaten players much higher ranked than he is, but as another fellow penholder, he has put on a great show for the Penholder Union. Xu Xin is president of that union on a worldwide basis, of course, but and he takes the title of third place here. Let's have a look then down at Jun, who's got the boys with her right now.
So Xu Xin takes that one against his opponent from Hong Kong, Wang Chunting. Let's get Chunting's side of things first. You took on a really tough opponent in the last couple of hours, actually. So what does he make of your performance here against Xu Xin?
今天上午的球也很艰难，然后这场球也很艰难，怎么评价今天自己的表现？
经历吧，我感觉我今天无论上午还是晚上这一场也是尽了自己全力吧，对。
I think I already gave out my best in this morning's match and also in this match against Xu Xin.
You gave us some really great table tennis action here in T2 Diamond 2019. So far, what do you make of the entire experience here?
对自己这次 T2 的之旅还满意吗？怎么评价自己整场的这个表现？
自己首先进入前四已经对自己也是一个挺好的目标吧。就因为赛前我也是只是想一步一步这么每一球这么去打，也没想过自己能进入前四嘛。
I didn't expect that I can enter into the top 4 before the match, but I'm very satisfied with my performance in here.
Thank you very much to Hong Kong's number 1, Wang Chunting. Let's get Xu Xin's side of things now. He is Superman after all, and he also had a very long 3 weeks before this. Xu Xin, you must be looking forward to getting some rest after such a hectic schedule.
也是连续打了3站比赛嘛，那现在是不是自己也想休息一下？
其实今天起来以后，我觉得身体不是很好，可能之前也有一些老的伤病，连续打了这么多站以后，有些反复，觉得身体不是很舒服。然后今天最后能够赢下来也不容易吧。
Actually, I didn't feel quite well when I wake up this morning, and it was not easy for me to win today's match.
Xu Xin, the crowd loves you. Everybody in the world loves you. Your fans want to know which one is your favorite nickname. Is it Superman? Is it Cloud Walker? Or is it the Showman?
因为球迷给了你很多的称号嘛，有这个许破曼超人，然后有云端漫步者，还有人民艺术家，哪个名字你自己最喜欢？
我都喜欢吧，因为我不想反驳任何一个给我起绰号或者这种绰号，我觉得也是正能量的，对我来说是非常好的。大家喜欢起可以多来几个。
I think I love all of them. It was really good and positive for me to have nickname, and I also encourage fans to give me more nicknames.
Superman, the Cloud Walker, the Showman, Xu Xin.
Well, I'll add one to that. He is the magician. And, well, explains why we saw him just a little indifferent at times with his form. He woke up this morning not feeling great. Well, to achieve 3rd place there and take home a check for $20,000 is not a bad day's work when you're feeling rotten as you get up. But we knew that there was something amiss. But Xu Xin still delivered some fantastic performances. We see here some amazing stuff. And, of course, Chunting contributed enormously to the enjoyment of this particular 3rd, 4th placing match. But Xu Xin is still the number 1 in the world, and you can understand why he has such an extraordinary fan following. The media love him, and he is the real deal. There's no question about that. So whether he's the magician or the Cloud Walker or Superman, I tell you, we haven't seen him smile too much, but he is definitely witty, and he's a fantastic performer, great for table tennis, and he will continue to be at the top of the table tennis tree for many, many years to come yet. They're the match stats, and there you can see Xu Xin 30 over 17 in the first 3 strokes. That was an important stat. The returns won as well, and the serves, well, not quite so dominant, but ultimately forehand winners. Look at that, 39 over 30. Really, really impressive. Just edged it out of the backhand winners. Ultimately came through by 4 games to 2. Very, very impressive. Xu Xin takes 3rd place, and it's great to see him back, at least giving us some of what we expect. Coming up in just a couple of moments then, it is the women's final. It's China v China. Wang Mengyu versus Zhou Yu Ling.
Now I know what you're thinking. Do you know what I'm thinking? Hey, I know what you're thinking. You're probably wondering, Adam, how do you have such an amazing body and why didn't you wear a shirt today? Good question. I don't want to talk about it too much after 18 years of not eating carbs, but when I can't be playing table tennis, one thing that I'd love to do, my favorite thing to do, is talk to strangers. Hey, strangers, anyone sitting right there? In. So in. Question for you. Where do you come from?
Johor Bahru.
Wow, that's a long trip. My goodness. Well, welcome. All right, so what brought you here to T2 Diamond Malaysia?
What bright?
Why are you here?
Internet. Friend. Internet.
You guys are here for friends, making new friends?
Fans.
Oh, you're fans. Who's your favorite player?
Yes, we are play people every day.
You play every day? Oh, one sec. For exercise almost, you said?
Yes.
谁是你的最喜欢的足球员？乒乓球员。
Ding Ling.
Ding Ning. Who likes Ding Ning? All right. Well, I brought a little ball here. This might have been played with by Ding Ning. So a gift for you, Song Ge Ni. Enjoy. All right?
谢谢你.
Oh, Bukatini. All right, we've got more exciting matches to come. Stay right here. The action continues.
So, we've had the third and fourth place matches completed here now at Seamaster T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. All that remains are the finals to end 4 days of competition here. First of those finals in the Women's Championship, an all-Chinese affair. Wang Manyu against Zhu Yuling, two of the younger talents in the Chinese women's team, going for the title here in Johor Bahru.
We are entering the Women's Championship decider match here at T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. The title is definitely going back to China, but the question is, with which player? Let's jump straight into the action. Introducing your match officials. Umpire, Chu Xiaolei. Assistant umpire, Luo Bijue. It's an all-Chinese final. Give it up for Wang Manyu! Her opponent in the Women's Championship final, Zhu Yuling. Wang Manyu versus Zhu Yuling. Let's go.
Wang Manyu has had a tough semi-final. That was earlier today. She won by 4-3. She won 5-3 in the fast five final with, or semi-final with Ding Ning. It was a really, really tough call.
Diamond or table? T2. Diamond, you are table. Diamond. Service or... She serve, you receive. Thank you. Good luck.
Chiu So Li, the umpire,
Wang
has
Manyu
done the official business, and Wang Manyu will serve. But the point I was making before that toss was that Zhu Yuling has had such an easy, relatively easy passage. She won 4-0 against Kato today. She had a 4-0 victory in the quarterfinals as well. She hasn't had to work half as hard as Wang Manyu for this position in the final. Will that, Jill Parker, have an effect on this position in the final?
Well, these two players have played each other 3 times before, all in 2017. the Australian, the German, and the World Tour Grand Finals. And it's 2-1 to Zhu Yulin, and Wang Manyu won at the Australian. So I think we've got a good match ahead of us. These two have played each other many times before, I'm sure, in China. Both playing very fast backhands and forehands, so I'm sure it'll be very exciting and quick.
So you don't think the exertions that Wang Manyu displayed earlier today will have any effect? Fitness levels are obviously supreme.
No, they're superb athletes, these two. Unless, you know, they've got a virus or something that would affect them, but normally they're used to playing 6-7 hours a day.
Wang Manyu is now at 5 in the world, although she had a career best of 2. And, well, she just continues to surprise. But look at that, 4-3 was the score. And it went to 5-3. Could have gone either way. Ding Ning, of course, winning the 3rd, 4th battle earlier today. Hugely disappointed, but she came through to make sure that it is a China 1, 2, and 3 in this competition. Yu Ling has been unbelievably impressive. 4 in the world at the moment, so just ahead of her opponent right now. But again, much easier progress, 4-0 in that semi-final. She's been so consistent and impressive. And of course, with her pedigree, having been right at the top of the tree a couple of years ago, in November 2017, she was #1. And, well, it's a big battle, not only because of pride, but let's talk of mercenary ambitions as well, because it's 50,000 to the loser, 100,000 for 4 days' work to the winner. It's a big incentive. Here we go. It's Manyu who will serve at the start, 24 minutes.
Last one.
Just trying to feel the crowd. Who are they supporting? There wasn't much for that first point for Manyu.
Oh, that was a great backhand. She stepped in there, saw it coming, put the foot under the table, and executed that backhand flick.
She's impressed us all, and I doubt that she's going to give much away in this one.
Oh, she's only lost 1 game, and that was against Ishikawa in the whole of the tournament. So she's definitely on form, playing really well.
She's the one that the organisers love because of the, of course, the 24 minutes introduced to try and speed everything up. Well, she certainly observed that, but Yu Ling there gives up that one off a beautiful backhand down the line by Manyu.
Oh, that was good. That shovel serve. We've seen her use many times, following strongly with that forehand topspin. Yeah, then we see it again, but this time with the backhand.
Manyu fights back to level things at 3-all.
3-all.
Yeah, there's nothing fluky about that either. It was real aggressive domination of those rallies. 3-all.
4-3.
No.
4-all.
I mean, I'm sure it's crossed their minds, but they are playing for big money. I don't think you managed to play for 100,000 US in 4 days, did you?
No, that would have been great. And in fact, when I played, that would probably be worth about 2 million.
That's a lifetime of earnings, was it? Well, there's no envy here. It's they're paid what they're worth, and that's the situation at the moment with the Seamaster T2 Diamond Series. Every one of those involved in China in September and November in Singapore. Each final is being fought for 100,000 US.
7-4.
And another point for Yu Ling there at 4-8. So this has gone in very, very much sequence, isn't it? She started out really well and then pegged it back to 3-all. But now with a 4-point advantage, Yu Ling is looking so, so comfortable in this first game.
Yeah, Wang Manyu, she likes to play just slightly away from the table. Taller of the two players. Zhu Ling playing a little bit closer, so she takes the ball a lot earlier.
Stop.
I don't know whether you can hear, but there's certainly some
Please switch off the light, the crystal light.
there's a lighting in the center that's causing some problems, and I know that Vladimir Samsonov, representing the players, will want to see this sorted. Yeah, the light is on the table, and that ball toss can't happen with that. I know it will disappear in good time. There you go. But also I can hear in my headset as well the ball from the training area, and it looks like the men are warming up as well. That's when there's silence in this hall. It's a deafening silence, so to speak. Good work. It's 9.
Very quick play there by Zhu Lin. Let's see how quick she takes the ball off the table.
Yeah,
nice heavy
great
heavy
work.
backspin, not top spin, I should say. I'm getting my spins mixed up there. Very heavy top spin there on that backhand to the middle.
Yeah, she's still fighting here. Is Manyu. Yu Ling, her confidence is oozing out of those pores. 7-10.
Left. 7-10.
There's a reason why she has won the last two 4-0. Because she suffocates the opponent, but this is good fight back. Although Yu Ling has now got 10-8, 2 points. But the serve is the important thing, and she's been very good.
10-8.
2 chances here for Yu Ling to take the first game in the final. Oh, you beauty.
Yeah, picked that up beautifully.
And it wasn't a desperation shot, it was absolutely beautifully planned, and just look at the deception on that. Wow. 10-9, still another game point. And that's it, it's 11-9. And a big celebration scream from Zhu Ling. She takes the lead, it's 1-love in the final. Of course, there's no coaches, so little refreshment, a few seconds, 45 seconds between the games. 11-9, and Zhu Ling continues. Wow, hi Steve, there you go. Matt Pound on the left. Well, hello Adam. Matt Pound, Steve Dainton, and then Frank G is right there. All the famous people of the Seamaster T2 Diamond. They're the guys that have set it up, and they will be absolutely wallowing in pride the way this has gone this week, I tell you. Really fantastic. Frank G, of course, from Seamaster, has put a lot of investment, and certainly the way in which this has been received has been fantastic. And with Steve and Matt based in Singapore, just across the causeway, They have been very, very willing supporters, driving this whole project on as well. Great to see them.
1-love.
I forgot to mention there, of course, was Thomas Weikart as well, the president of the ITTF. We'll see him a little bit later at the presentations, but good to see him here in Johor Bahru.
1-all.
Oh, nice backhand there.
1.
Very quick off the bounce. These players will both be, when they're serving, looking to follow in. Strong third ball. Oh, set that up well. Good serve. Slow spin on the forehand, followed by a very fast top spin off the bounce.
So 1-3. Zhu Ling has got to regroup here in the second game. She'll do that because it looks like Wang Manyu has decided attack is the best form of defense. She's going for broke. 2-3. Oui, 3-all.
3-all.
Disappointment there. She's opened this second game very strongly. A couple of errors on the play. Suddenly been dragged back to parity.
3-all.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes,
wow,
yes.
Wow, wow, that was a fantastic rally.
Wow.
Yeah, backhand to backhand. Look at that. Just contains it so well.
Right,
And she comes out with that
yeah.
backhand winner.
Beauty. 4-3. This could be developing into an absolute cracking final. That's why I say that.
3.
The ambition is there. It's written all over her face. And every fibre, she's going to absolutely give it all. Zhu Ling has not been tested a great deal. Like you said, she's only actually lost one game the whole contest. Oh, that's unlucky.
4-5.
Covered a lot of ground there. Yuling.
Anticipated well, though. Okay, it came off an error at the end, that point, but ultimately kept it on the table.
4-5.
The secret of table tennis. Keep it on the table. There you go.
5-all.
5-all.
Good forehand flick there. Saw the opening, stepped in.
Just when you thought it was going to be all so much easier, you've got the advantage. A couple of points later, you think, how did that happen? Yep.
Good short touch play by these
6,
players.
5.
Even though you push it short, you're still being positive because you're trying to stop your opponent getting in, but that one went slightly long. So Wang Manyu stepped in for that winner.
Cat and mouse at the tape. And then she messes up.
6-all.
Goes long, but it's 6-all, and it's anybody's second game. She's talking to herself at the moment. We don't see anything
6
from Zhu Ling in terms of emotion at the moment. She is one-dimensional. A little bit more from Manyu.
7-6.
Doesn't matter if you're one-dimensional when you play stuff like that, eh? Gosh.
Well, they mentioned about Zhu Lin being a veteran, but she's only 24.
Well, there you go. Doesn't it make you feel good? 7-6. Brilliant! Oh,
Brilliant there, absolutely brilliant.
superb blocking forehand there to put the pressure, keep the pressure on. Just look at that. There was an element of topspin, but it was more flat. And that gave a big problem because there was extra speed on it. 6-8. Problems for Wang Manyu. And there are even more problems now at 6-9. But she's not going to stop going for them.
No, they both no, they've got to be positive and get in. Go for the shots. Oh, that was clever. God, I don't know where that came from, that.
Well,
I was sure she was going to push it short, and then I'd love to see this slow-mo. Let's have a look.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, deception. Fantastic. Well, I talked about Xu Xin being the magician. That was certainly magical.
11-6. Game.
Well, it's cracked up, didn't it? They were so competitive together. 6-all, 7-all, and then look at that. Bang, bang. Well, 6-all it was at the time, and 11-6, 5 in a row. And Zhou Yuling is now looking very solid. Surely she's not going to win this one by 4 love.
Well, you never know.
No, you wouldn't put it past her. She's been absolutely amazing.
Well, she has, you know, she's been playing so well at this tournament. She's very much on form.
Time.
Well, the challenge really is for Wang Manyu to be a little bit more consistent. We know she's got fantastic shots, but Yuling can be cheeky as well. Doesn't show anything. She doesn't look impish, does she? And I tell you what, she's been absolutely dominant at the moment. 2 love. Ouch.
Well, she has played very well this year. Wang Manyu, she won the Qatar Open. She lost in the final to Chun Mung and the China Open. So she's very much on form.
1-all.
Nice play from Manyu.
1-2.
Just puts her hand up there, acknowledges her good fortune, just touches the net.
In control of the forehand side, but misses out on the backhand. And again, Manyu finds a way. 3-1. Oi!
3.
Again, right into the corner, so far side of the diagonal really works out well for her. That's a beauty.
Wang Manyu, she tried to put a soft ball in, but Yuling read it well.
2-4.
Not going to give up without a fight, that's for sure. 2-4, and we get a little towel, but Yuling will come back with renewed vigor, you can bet.
4.
Missed that one.
3-4.
Again, she has really no option. She's got to try and put the pressure on with that kind of shot.
3-4.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good change of pace there by Zhou Yuling.
she's leveled up. Yeah, sorry. She's leveled up at 4. I mentioned the fact she comes from the Sichuan province, known for its hot chili type food. She's certainly hot at the moment at the table. And was that a touch?
4.
No, just missed it.
Yeah, good placement there by Wang Manyu. Into that crossover position. Into the body.
It's consistency though, that's the problem. And there you go, she misses that one for 5-all. Trying to be aggressive and keep the pressure on. But can she do it for taking the 11 points? That's the big problem. And that's what Yu Ling has been so successful in doing. 5-all. Oi.
Yeah, very spinny, quick off the bounce backhand. She made quite a few winners with that shot.
Again, right into the corner. Beautiful. 6-5. She almost fooled herself there, didn't she? It's very interesting. Short play from the serve, short play throughout the rally. Didn't step in quite enough.
6-all.
So it's almost getting to do or die time. Not quite, but Manyu has got to prove that she wants this game right now. Ah! However hard you try, you're not going to beat that kind of defense. Wow.
Yeah, that was a good strong ball into the middle, but she was able to get it back to her and position it wide.
Extraordinary. So late, that change of transition from back forehand to backhand, and it's no wonder. We know that Manyu is under pressure. She's just got to regroup here.
There's a timeout. I think that's...
It's Manyu, it must be.
All right, here, question. What's the question? What am I about to ask? What am I about to ask? You're just waving at me. Who wants free balls? Free balls.
Some lovely little shots there during the timeout. Penny, for your thoughts here. Less than 5 minutes left of official time, after which we go to fast 5. Probably enough time for one more game after this one to 11. So Manyu, 1 point adrift with the serve. You'd have to say that was a good timeout.
That was a good timeout, yes. Although she did put a hand up, whether it just clipped the edge or the net, it goes so quickly, sometimes you can't tell.
7-all, Yu Ling with the ball.
Oh, lovely shot there.
7.
Saw that opening, made sure she stepped in.
There was almost a clenched fist of celebration there from Manyu. What's this? There you go. Left fist clenched. 7-8. Oh!
9-7.
Wow. That has set it up for a very interesting end to this third game. Just crept over the net. A bit of washing on the line. And now at 10.
10-7.
10-7, she's got the serve as well. So Wang Manyu could be taking the second game from Yu Ling in this tournament. She's got it. It's 11-7. It's 2-1 in games in favor of Zhou Yu Ling. But while she did fight well, she took a timeout, which I think actually was very much to her benefit.
Yes, it certainly was. She just saw it was going away from her. Just took a little bit of time just to gather her thoughts. And it obviously stops the momentum as well. She came back and won that first point after the timeout.
Just saw her holding her left knee, the back of her left knee, as she came out between the games. But 3 games, there you go. Just a little niggle there. Fitness is so important, and the legs, well, they're the engine that drives everything, of course. You just have a look at the footwork of these girls. It's absolutely spectacular. They move around like dancers. There you go, just jogging around, but all the power comes originally from that base. Here we go, Yuling, 2-1 in games. We'll have at least one more to 11.
1 love.
I think a guaranteed a fast 5. Oh!
That got quicker and quicker.
Love 2.
They're hitting it at such a hard pace with spin.
It's a circus act when you get this kind of rally. It's brilliant.
I just top edged it.
Love to. Done it again. 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 Oh! Fantastic!
Well,
1 2.
Gee. I have to say, the women have entertained us, if not as well, maybe even better than the boys in this tournament. They've been superb.
well, they've had some longer rallies
Yep.
in times. And I say that, and that only lasted 2.
3-1. Show you a link. How much is a forced and how much unforced error? That looked like a forced error to me. But 3-2, Yuling will be concentrating on taking this second of the service. And there you go on the edge. Wow.
2 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very spinny action there. Just got that edge, but
2 4.
they all count.
Certainly do. 15 seconds, so we know when once we get 0-0-0 on that clock, we'll just take through to 11. This game at least. And missed 5-2-5.
5.
And then in order to get through to the best of 7, we'll be into the fast 5. We may get 1, 2, perhaps even 3, who knows. 2-5. Oi, that was a clever service, wasn't it?
Yeah,
oh,
that was
lots
a
of
shovel
top as
with
well.
Yeah, top and side.
Forced the error on that occasion. 5-3. Oi. Ha.
5
I thought that Manu had blown that. She certainly offered an opportunity for Yuling. Couldn't quite take it.
Yeah, I think Yulen thought she'd won that point, so didn't quite recover for the next one.
5-4. Good.
Oh, clever, clever. Very brave, that flick. Just stepped in, you can see that. She tries to get that angle. It's not just a question of flicking and getting it on the table. Placement.
Oh, again wound up a big windmill. Didn't contact it. 5-6. Well, put it down to some really, that's a great backhand. Again, where they play it on the bat, it's so interesting, isn't it? A lot of extra spin on the edges of the bat, you say?
Yeah, that's right. If you're even doing backspin or topspin, because the bat is travelling that much faster at the end, so you can get more spin.
7 5.
Right, Yuling still posing the questions. 7-5. Oh, she's got her own answers as well, isn't she? My goodness, that is special. I mean, that's just unreturnable. Doesn't matter how you anticipate. And another error there. And Zhou Yuling is now very close to a significant lead in this final. 5-9. Hey.
6,
I think she was in position before.
Too early.
She played the ball.
Let's see, it was on the edge, was it? Oh, that was a thumb, was it? I don't know. Certainly not where she meant to contact it. 6-9. And now it's last chance saloon for Wang Manyu. Yuling has a 10-6. On the verge of a 3-1 advantage here in the final. The Seamaster T2 Diamond.
10-7.
She saved that one. Took that opportunity.
Yet another serve here, though. That's an important one because Yuling knows how to put pressure on from the serve. There you go, that's it. It's 11-7 and a 3-1 lead. And in no time at all, we'll be going into the fast 5. So it'll be the first to reach 5. And if Yuling does that, she has won the tournament. It's so close now. You can hear the crowd really enjoying this atmosphere. And Yuling sitting down quietly, believing she can do it.
Yeah, I thought she'd put up a good fight there, Wang Manyu. And I think Zhou Yuling has been playing some great table tennis. Very strong on both wings. Very aggressive, very spinny. Well, she is the runner-up in the World Championships in Dusseldorf 2017. Just losing to Ding Ning. So she's a great player.
Next is fast 5 game. Fifth game.
So there is the fast 5
Wang Manyu to serve.
indicator.
Love.
So it is just the first to 5. It's going to be Manyu to serve, but there's huge pressure here. She needs to win the next 3 fast 5 games. She's not taking that one though. Yuling has got the first. She's got 4 more points for $100,000 US. I know it sounds mercenary, but there is a lot of that attached in terms of incentive as well. 4 days of work. It's all culminating right here now. Alternate serving, so Yuling, 1 love. Missed it.
1 all.
Hearing the odd chayo in the audience. 2 Chinese players.
Please play.
Oh, unbelievable angle on that block backhand.
2,
What?
1.
That didn't happen, did it? Goodness, look at that. What a shot.
Yeah, she committed herself, Wang Manyu, to play that forehand, hoping it wasn't coming back. But Zhou Yuling was there.
2-1. And it's 2-all. Manyu is not going to go away without a fight. There is tension here, you can feel it. Cut it with a knife. Oh, and that's relieved it a little bit.
3.
Wow.
That was very, very brave. She saw there was an opening, stepped in, just how fast she hit that receiver serve.
Neither of these players
3-2.
want the torture of a long rally. 3-2. Oh, that is now 4-2. And you have to say, Yu Ling with game and match point, championship point right here. This is now the moment that she has been hoping for since she agreed to be part of the Seamaster 2 Diamond Series. Here we go. It is championship point for Zhou Ling. Manu will serve it. That's it. She's won it. And Zhou Yuling is triumphant in a very, very impressive way. She's only lost now throughout the whole week, 2 games in total. And her absolute confidence that she had that ability was there for all to see. And you have to say the former #1 in the world has done it once again. She's come here with an extraordinary record and has delivered brilliantly. $100,000 richer, and that's worth smiling about, isn't it?
It certainly is, but she played very well. Some fantastic table tennis right the way through the tournament. She didn't have any ups and downs at all.
Well, absolutely brilliant. Zhou Yuling, she's got a lot of fans around the world because, you know, she has been up there at the top of the tree. Right now, of course, she's dropped back a little bit to #4. But, well, she's delivered on promises, and she walks away. We will be getting a chance to talk to her a little bit later during the presentation ceremonies. But let's have a look now at how she won the tournament. Few match highlights from Zhou Yuling's victory here in Johor Bahru. She was steady, but just look at the way she responds there. The fast, big shot rallies. She was able to respond and ultimately won the majority of them. Very, very impressive. Wang Mengyu maybe suffered a little bit from a real tense and tight battle in the semi-finals, beating Ding Ning in a hugely close encounter in 7. Went down to 5-3 in the final. Let's just have a look at the match stats there and see if we can recognize. Yeah, the serves won. It was Yuling at 26/21, and returns won 5 advantage as well. A 6 advantage on the first 3 strokes won, and forehand winners good, backhand winners too. She was superior to Manu and certainly deserved that position. She won by 4 games to 1. And the championship title is now belonging to Zhou Yuling. Right, the men's final will be coming up in just a couple of moments. It is Fan Zhendong and Lin Wenru of Chinese Taipei.
Now, it's been a great week here at Seamaster T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia here in Johor Bahru. If you want a memory of things, if you couldn't get down here, or even if you did visit, there's loads of merchandise here that you can take your pick from. We've got the official program here of the event. If you want to fight the war on plastic, we've got a tote bag here as well, towels, trading cards, and some brand new merchandise as well. We've got original match coins, all of these items available at the T2 Diamond website as well. And we've got something I'm actually particularly taken by, which are these new jerseys. I'm liking this colour here. What do you think?
I think it's a perfect fit for you. Try it on.
Yeah, it's lovely purple, isn't it? Purple, you think?
Yeah, it's a purple. We also got the green ones. Same design, but different color.
What's been the best-selling one?
Actually, those T-shirts, all of them were selling very good today. So, yeah.
Everyone wants a memory of this brilliant week, don't they?
Yeah, because limited edition, actually, only for this event. So, a lot of people wanted to get it.
Fantastic. Well, it's been great. I mean, everyone has been really interested with the merchandise. As I say, if you weren't able to get down here, you want a piece of T2 Diamond, it's available, all of it, through the official T2 Diamond website. So, just the one match remaining now. We'll recap the results before we move to that one. Ding Ling, of course, sealing third place in the Women's Championship earlier. Victory over Miyu Kato. And Xu Xin sealing third spot in the Men's Championship with the win over Wang Chunting. Just now, of course, Xu Ling winning Seamaster T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia with the victory over Wang Manyu. And it's just the men's final to come now. The teenager Lin Winru against Fan Zhendong for the men's title. The last match of Seamaster T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. It's the fight for the men's title. The teenage sensation from Chinese Taipei, Lin Winru, against the former world #1 from China, Fan Zhendong.
So Zhu Yuling just won the Women's Championship. It is now time to jump straight into the men's title decider. Let's get straight into the last action here at T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. Here are your match officials. Umpire, Khairul Hizami. Assistant umpire, Corinne Wong. These two shining superstars defeated some of the best table tennis stars in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, they're only one win away from taking home $100,000 US. Please give it up for 17-year-old from Chinese Taipei, Lin Yunru. His opponent was world #1 for 15 months in a row. Please give it up for China's Fan Zhendong. Lin Yunru versus Fan Zhendong, the title decider for the men's championship.
And I have to say, this is a special, special moment for all of us. The player Lin Wenru overcame Ma Long earlier in the competition is certainly on the lips of everyone. Let's see what happens at the toss.
Your diamond, so you're stable. Let's see. Table. Your choice, service, receive, or ends. This ends. Service or receive? You want to receive first, so you are serving.
So Fan Zhendong has got the end. He's also got the service as well, although it was won by Lin Wenru. There's something about the final moments of a tournament, and I tell you what, the Seamaster T2 Diamond Malaysia event has been sensational. This guy in shot right now has absolutely captured the hearts of so many here. 17 years old. How can you be that good at that age and have no fears and worries? 100,000. He didn't even know how much was at stake, to be quite honest, Jill. It's amazing. What a story. His parents will know what to spend it on, that's for sure. But it really is a fabulous fairy tale story for Lin Wenru and Fan Zhendong. He will be confident, but I tell you what, he will also have looked at that victory over Ma Long and thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to play against this guy. What are their stats, in fact, and have they played together before?
They've only played once before, and that was in 2019. That was the Asian Cup in Yokohama. But Fan Zhendong won 4-1.
It's not going to be that this time, though, is it? I mean, all the pundits would say it can't happen, can it? And then they see this guy coming to the table. He is just a real junior magician, if you can call him that. Look at the ITDF ranking, 16 at 17 years old. It shouldn't happen, but he is so precocious with his talent, and he is no fear. That's extraordinary. He won 4-love, you see, against Chun Ting, the 10-holder, and that pushed him into 4th place overall because he lost to Xu Xin as well. But I'm looking forward to this one enormously. It is a surprise, but tell you what, Mr. Consistency, Fan Zhendong, he will probably be ready for it. And he's only 22, and you can't believe that he's been at the top of the tree for so long as well. Down back at 3 in the ITTF rankings. And his victory over Xu Xin was unbelievably swift and painful for Xu Xin and for all his fans as well. But I tell you, this is going to be sensational. Relatively speaking, well, of course, we're looking at the styles of play, the attackers. How do you think it's going to go?
Well, we're going to, hopefully we will see a fantastic final here. Both aggressive players, both strong on forehand and backhand. Lin Run-Yu, he's got a very high risk game. Sometimes margin for error is very small. We shall see.
24 minutes of regular time to go before we get into fast 5 territory. I can't believe it'll be finished in 24. Here we go. It's Fan Zhendong to serve.
Love 1.
One thing is certain, we're not going to get 2 long rallies.
We like to, well, we've seen that Lin Yunru likes to cover the table with his backhand. There, playing his backhand from his forehand, and he's run round so well, very quick footwork.
2-1.
First error on the forehand side. It's 2-1. Getting to the line in the first game is so difficult and very important. 2-all.
2-all.
I'm sure Fan Zhendong will be able to match the pace of the 17-year-old.
Ma Long struggled a little bit. He wasn't absolutely on top form.
2-3.
And the problems that Wenru presented eventually were too much for Ma Long. I haven't said that too many times over the legend. 2-3.
Left. 2-3.
Oh, again, doesn't matter which side of the table, he's so accurate, it's frightening. You know, you can feel it's his time in the sun. It's brilliant.
4-2.
He moves very well. You know, even when the ball is played into his body, he's able to get his feet round.
5-2.
Okay.
3-5.
Fan Zhendong comes up with a counter blast. Cross table into the corner. 3-5. Ah!
3-6.
It's just continuous pressure on his opponents. He's earned his place here, and he's just showing why he is the future. 3-6. Again for 7-3 now.
3.
That's good serving there, follow up. Within Fan Zhendong under pressure.
I called him the choir boy. He's got such an innocent face, but oh my goodness, he is. Others call him the assassin.
7.
Yeah, silent assassin.
Silent assassin. You can't be silent and a choir boy. Both of us can't be, right? Or whatever. He looks innocent. You wouldn't want to be playing against him. 7-4.
Yeah, good follow up there. Good forehand into the body of Fan Zhendong.
Well, there are so many people interested in this tournament around the world. They will be doubly interested in the exploits of the 17-year-old. 4-8.
5-8. Nine, 5.
Again, there doesn't appear to be much action on the ball, but there's a huge amount, isn't there, happening?
Yes, a huge amount of spin. It's very difficult to see. Good use of the wrist. Hold the bat very loosely so you can impart more spin.
Oh, great work. That is now 10-5. And game points are plenty here for Lin Runru of Chinese Taipei. Nothing is phasing him. He's just absolutely riding on a wave at the moment. He's missed that.
6-10.
I didn't quite recover the shot before.
Fan Zhendong has been here before many times under pressure, but 6-10 in the first. It's a big one. There's a good 7-10.
10.
This would be amazing if you could get out of this hole. Still 3 game points to Wunru. That is it. 11-7 in the first. And Wunru continues to take Chinese scalps. He absolutely enjoys it. He comes over with a modesty and humbleness which is extraordinary.
He didn't seem phased at all in that first game when you think you're playing Fan Zhendong, who's ranked 3 in the world. Just went on to do the business.
I think the secret is don't tell him there's any money on it. It tends to corrupt when you're thinking about how much you're winning or losing. He's just extraordinary. Well, we have been amazed and surprised at the talent of this youngster. I tell you what, Chinese Taipei public will be putting him on a pedestal, that's for sure. Second game, Yunru to serve.
1 love.
Zhendong in 2 minds there. Who's going to sign him up? I tell you what, the advertisers, the promoters will be clamoring for a piece of this young lad. Love to.
Yeah, good fast pace. Good solid backhand and forehand.
The calm before the storm as the frenetic activity breaks out on the table. Superb. 1-2.
Left. 1-2.
You heard the crowd's approval with a big ooh as it all unfolds. That is clever.
3,
wow.
1.
Yeah, stepped round backhand side to play that forehand down the line, but it was just a bit slower. Spinier taking it a bit later. You can see the ball drop there.
3-1. He'll be annoyed with himself there. In good position. Chinese coach encouraging as well, but tough at the moment. 3-2.
Left. 3-2.
That is extraordinary. How on earth he got the first ball back, and then the second one delivers it with interest. 2-4.
Yeah, you can see how far he went round to play that forehand. Look at the angle he got. And Zhendong didn't have a chance.
He couldn't even get close to it, couldn't move. He was rooted to the spot there. Brilliant stuff, 2-4. again.
Yeah,
It's
that great backhand from the forehand side. Very wristy. You see him doing that so often.
Genius, absolute genius work. Yes, yes, yes.
6-2.
Listen to that crowd. Absolutely enthralled by the extraordinary skills of this youngster. Well, this kind of performance will live in the archives for a long time, I can tell you. 6-2.
Seven.
7-2.
Thought it was going long. That was a perfect service there.
Fan Zhendong made to look ordinary at the moment, and I have to say the former world #1 back in April 2018 is floundering, just like Ma Long before him. And another one there. It's 2-8.
Good placement there by Yunru. When you think he's very slight in his build, but he hits that ball so hard, that's good timing, good use of the wrist.
Well,
Good placement there by Fan Zhendong, right into the body.
It's needed some relief from this momentum that Yunru's built up. And then immediately he comes back with another flashing left-handed backhand. 9-3, he might be toweling down, but I tell you, his mind is buzzing at the moment, Fan Zhendong. He must be wondering what he can possibly do here. 9-3. Oi!
9-4.
Yeah, that had power on it there. Runyu was trying to contain it, just take the speed out. But he played that one down the line with such fizz. Spin and speed.
10-4. 4-10, Fan Zhendong will serve, but it's more of the same, isn't it? It's 6 game points to Chinese Taipei's Lin. That's it. It's 11-4. It's 2 loving games, and this is sensational. Absolutely sensational. We were hoping for some really, really good play, and we've been totally rewarded.
Well, we've had flashes of brilliance from this young player from Taipei.
Putting a lot of talent on show here with the top 16, both the men and the women. But the biggest surprise is right in front of us at the moment. No doubt at all. Lin Yunru, so close to coming of age at the age of 17.
Fan Zhendong, time. Third game. Fan Zhendong to serve. Love all.
Right. Are we seeing a change of fortune now for Fan Zhendong? Something's got to happen. Yunru has got to come off the pace a little bit. Fan Zhendong has got to up his... Okay, that's a good start.
Love.
It's almost an embarrassed look when he makes a mistake. He doesn't do it very often, that's the trouble. Good work.
Love. 2.
That's a good start for Fan Zhendong.
Just over 10 minutes left of normal time. Fantastic, well done. Zhendong, very competitive, watching everything there. Love 3. Oh.
3-1.
Of course, he contains that very strong shot from Fan Zhendong so well. Lin Yunru seems as though he's got all the time in the world, but the ball's coming so quick at him.
Oh, yeah.
4-1.
Nice placement there down the line.
This is much more like it from Fan Zhendong. He knows he's got to up his game. He's done well so far, 4-1.
Yeah, picked that up well with his backhand again. Likes to receive serve with his backhand. Right into the body of Fan Zhendong.
2-4.
You talk about that transition area. He had to make his early choice. He did that, but he wasn't anywhere near making contact. 2-4.
Left. 2-4.
Oi.
Great angle there.
Well, we are oohing and eyeing at Lin Rin Ru's performance in the first 2 games. It's Fan Zhendong's time to get us excited. 2-5. It's 5-3.
Just like change of pace there. Just to put a little bit of spin on it, taking it a little bit later.
Oh, and again, way back off the table. On the wrong side, you might say, but he still manages to counter punch. It was an uppercut. Wow. He's only 5-4 up now. He's worked so hard for this position. Okay.
4-6.
There's a pugilistic feel about this, isn't there? There's a lot of good jabs, and then there's a lot of big hits as well coming in over the top of the defense. 4-6. 4-7 now. Well, it wouldn't be a final unless Zhendong at least got on the board with this game. Let's see whether he can follow this through with this advantage of 3. Oh, he's missed that.
7-5.
You could see him moving round his foot to play that forehand from his backhand side. When we watch it in slow motion, see how the anticipation from one shot to the next.
The Frank G table being the absolute centerpiece of this competition. It's been brilliant, and that is again another inspired shot from Wonru.
Right, interesting to see the stats on how many backhand shots he's won.
Yeah, well, we'll have a look at those a bit later after it is complete, but it's certainly going to be big. Timeout there called. I think the timeout's certainly got to be called by Fan Zhendong. He's under the cosh. All the music here prepared by Craig Bauer and Anthony Resta. Craig Bauer involved with Kanye West and Elton John and Ed Sheeran. It's been a fabulous show, showman's atmosphere, and of course the ambition is to not just have participation in table tennis worldwide, but to turn it as well into big spectator sport, and they've certainly achieved that ambition here at the Seamaster T2 Diamond Malaysia Series. It's 7-6, I beg your pardon. 8-6 now, 6-8. You have to say that was a good timeout call. Broke up that momentum. The circular floor as well, the circular field of play has been very popular as well. Lots of innovations in the Innovations Lab of the ITTF. Everything showcased here Brilliant stuff. 6-9. Oh no, how dare you.
7.
9-7.
He made that look so easy.
Casual. What an angle. What a play into the corner. Okay, 9-7. Okay, 10-7. And now Fan Zhendong with his fan club. And there's a lot of those have got a game point at last. This will close the gap. He's missed it.
8, 10.
Just shows there's a lot of pressure. It wasn't a hard forehand. Just went for a little bit too dynamic there. So, he's still got 2 points for the game against him. What can he do? That's it. 11-8. Too much pressure there on that occasion for Wenru. And Fan Zhendong takes the game, much to the relief of all the Chinese supporters here. It's 2-1. It was a close encounter at 8-11 ultimately. But now we are going to get another game to 11 at very least, coming up in this final of the men's of the Seamasters T2 Diamond Series in Malaysia. It's a great, great showcase final.
You know what I need? I need the wave. 1, 2, 3.
You can see there on that ultra cam the amount of spin that's on the ball. These two players are putting on.
Time.
And it's interesting, it was 2 minutes longer, that third game, than the first game.
Yeah. Well, Fan Zhendong found a way. That's the interesting thing. I mean, he has played just once before, I think you said earlier, and he's been victorious, but there's no question Lin Renyu has improved his performance enormously. He'll be disappointed with that block backhand.
Oh, beauty. Good serve, follow up. And what a good shot he played there down the line with that forehand. Yeah, Fan Zhendong not sure where it's going.
He missed that from the service. The return was no good. Some wonderful balance being shown at the table. Some great footwork. 2-1. And 2 receives of serve, 2 long shots.
Yeah, that's a good change of spin there by Fan Zhendong. Keeping Lin Yunru guessing.
1-3. Wow.
2-3.
Live time, I couldn't see what happened. What was the problem there with Fan Zhendong? 2-3. Okay, leveled up at 3-all. You see the clock counting down at less than 2 minutes. Once we get into the 0-0-0 there on the clock, we will complete that particular game to 11. Thereafter, it's the first to 5, the fast 5 scenario. 3-all.
Let 3-all.
Oh yes, brilliant.
Beauty.
4-3.
Straight off the bounce, that backhand. He spun it up, but look at that angle.
Both players able and certainly delivering fantastic Fantastic shots, surprising the audience, surprising everyone, including the opposition. Brilliant stuff. A little bit fortunate here for Wenru. A little bit loose from Zhendong.
4-5.
He's not giving up, is he? He's, in terms of ambition, he loves the spectacular. 4-5. Ooh, he wasn't too far away.
No, I thought I was going to clip the edge of the table, but just missed. He's a very cool customer, isn't he?
Unbelievable. You just can't believe that he is in a major, major final with so much at stake.
5-6.
You see occasionally he'll put his hand up to his face, but there's certainly not many beads of sweat. A lot more on Fan Zhendong's face.
Yeah, his hair's wet.
Yep. 5-6. Oh, sensational. Wow. How dare he come through with that kind of shot? It's outrageous.
And then we see that backhand. Oh, no, forehand this time.
7-5.
He's certainly an all-round player. He's delivering so much surprise. And look at Zhendong having to talk to himself. And this is the most experienced guy in the tournament. And he's done another brilliant backhand. 8-5. Is down to 0-0 on the clock. This will go to 11, and then it's fast 5 territory. But if Lin Wenru can win this and take a 3-1, he will be favourite. He's done that one again too. It's 5-9. What a player.
He's very brave. Just takes those risks. And Zhendong wasn't expecting that flick to be quite so hard.
And it's gone out. That is 10. 5 game points for a 3-1 lead to Chinese Taipei's Wenru. Fan Zhendong will serve it. And he's missed it. And it's 3-1 to Chinese Taipei's Lin Wenru. What an extraordinary talent. Precocious, yes. Certainly unbelievable to watch. So cool, Mr. Cool. Unbelievable. This silent assassin, I'm beginning to think that that is the right term for him.
I don't know who thought up the name, but I think it's very apt.
The quiet, silent assassin. Oh, wow. Well, we have to celebrate the evolution of a major, major world talent here. The world stage is already, well, you can tell there's certainly not despondency, but urgency in the Chinese camp.
Yeah, well, it's good, you know, we've got other players other than Chinese that are coming through to compete against them.
Absolutely. Fast 5 territory. Here we go. First to reach 5 will win the game. If it's Yinyu, he will take the title.
Oh, take that. What a great start.
Wow. Everybody is just saying, how on earth do we miss this guy for so long? Well, he has crept up on the world. 2, love 2 in fact, because it's alternate serving in fast 5. This is sensational. It's a privilege to witness. We've been around many different sports over the years. I don't think I've ever seen the emergence of such a star at such a young age. Pele, maybe. It's drama, it's theatre, and in this theatre of the round, the gladiators are doing their stuff, and it will be tears for Fan Zhendong, and it will be celebration and thumbs up for Lin Wenru. 3-love. It is game and championship point to Lin Runru, and just listen to the crowd, they're going crazy. He has been blown away, just like Ma Long before him. Here we go, title point. He's missed it, and it is victory for Chinese Taipei, victory for Lin Runru, and the 17-year-old has taken on the world and he's beaten the world. My goodness me, what a fantastic performance. How brilliant was that? He's done it without raising a sweat. He's done it with a total humbleness and modesty that you don't see in this world of sport. That was stunning.
Well, that was absolutely superb, fantastic table tennis. Looking at him now, you don't even think he's played a match.
You wouldn't, if you walked down the street, you wouldn't pick him out in the crowd, that's for sure, as a potential world champion.
Yeah.
But that's what is evolving now. We've got huge number of Olympic points at stake that he's already won there. And I tell you what, watch out Tokyo. That is remarkable. Other people in his camp will have known what a talent he is. The rest of us have just discovered we've seen something special. Goodness me, that was sensational. Well, it takes something like a competition that the Seamaster T2 Diamond in Malaysia has thrown up. We've got 2 more competitions, of course, coming up in September in China and in Singapore in November. But the modesty of the man. Normally, you would expect somebody to be jumping up and down, throwing themselves on the floor. He's just reached forward with a fairly limp handshake, and he's triumphed over, unbelievably triumphed over some of the best players that China has to offer. And he's done it with not just style, but he's done it comprehensively. This is amazing. The highlights here will only just show us a little bit of it. You've got to watch it all from the archive in total. And I have to say, it was unbelievable. This is something that we'd been hoping for. And I have to say, that was something very, very important to the world of table tennis. Absolutely brilliant performance there. Lin Runru has done it here in Malaysia.
Here at event 1 of T2 Diamond, we have seen the world's best 32 table tennis stars all take the stage here in the T2 Cavern. And now we have our champions of T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, for this awards ceremony, I would like to please welcome the founder of T2 Diamond, Frank G, and president of the International Table Tennis Federation, ITTF, Thomas Weikart. Let's begin with third place. These two men and women players have put up a great display of table tennis here in the T2 Cavern in Iskandar, Johor. Let's please give a big round of applause for women's third place and men's third place, Ding Ning and Xu Xin. Next, let's give all the recognition to the finalists who put up such a great fight for all of us to enjoy. They are your first runners-up for the women's and men's singles from China, Wang Manyu and Fan Zhendong. And now, taking home 1,000 world ranking points and 100,000 US dollars, please give a big round of applause to your women's singles champion of T2 Diamond Malaysia from China, Tu Yuling. To present the winner's plaque, I would like to invite the president of ITTF, Thomas Weikart. Congratulations to our women's champion, Tu Yuling of China, winning the women's championship here in T2 Diamond Malaysia. And now, please give it up for your men's champion completing his giant killing act to record the biggest win of his career, 17-year-old from Chinese Taipei, Lin Yunru. I would like to please invite the founder of T2 Diamond, Frank G, to present the winner's plaque to Lin Yunru, our men's champion here in T2 Diamond Malaysia. Thank you, Frank. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your men and women champion here of T2 Diamond Malaysia 2019. Let's hear it first from the women's champion. Of course, she did a great job going up against her countrywoman, Tu Yuling. Tell us, what did you make of the finals?
还是先总结一下刚刚这场决赛吧。
我觉得今天这场决赛自己也没有当做决赛吧，就当做一场普通的比赛去拼对方。
Actually, I didn't regard the match as a final. I just take it as a regular match and try to challenge my opponent.
Well, it worked well for you. You are now the women's champion. Who would you like to thank and also give us a message to all of your fans?
拿下这个冠军之后，现在最想感谢谁？然后有没有什么想对粉丝、球迷说的话？
最想感谢的就是今天为我加油的在座的粉丝吧。
So I want to thank all the fans cheering for me today.
Tu Yuling from China, the women's champion here at T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia. Let's now hear it from the men's champion from Chinese Taipei, Lin Yunru. Another giant killing act, possibly career-defining. He is the silent assassin, but please break the silence. What happened? How did she do it?
因为这次比赛也打赢了很多非常强的选手，然后你在场上一直很冷静，大家都叫你冷面杀手。你现在心里在想什么？不要再冷静了。
想什么？也没想什么，就比较开心了。
I didn't think too much, but I'm very, very happy now.
All right, anyone he wants to give thanks to for his amazing victory here?
还有最后想对为你加油的球迷说什么？
就说谢谢啊。
Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your men and women's champion here in T2 Diamond 2019 Malaysia, Du Yuling and Ling Junrong.
Well, it has been a fantastic week. We've had brilliant stuff. We've had surprising table tennis, brilliant table tennis, no doubt at all about that. And here you can see the exuberance of this incredible facility that we've enjoyed. Wow, everything's coming down towards us as well. The gold. Oh, look at this. What a hero he was at the end there, Lin Won-yu. You really hope that we can get exactly the same excitement in Hainan in September. It has been fantastic. Jill Parker, you've enjoyed it as much as we have.
I certainly have. Great table tennis, great settings. What more could you ask for?
It's been fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you can join us again in September for some more fantastic table tennis from these extraordinary players. It's John Burgess on behalf of Jill Parker saying bye-bye for now from Malaysia.
Well, it's a party atmosphere in a sense at the end of T2 Diamond 2019. Adam Bobrow here. I'm just going to do a bit of remedial work on you, mate. I mean, it's a party atmosphere, but to be honest, as we reflect on things, it's a bit bittersweet for me because we've had such a bad time over the past 4 days. Wonderful atmospheres here, engaging, unique, everything that T2 Diamond's about in Johor Bahru, but it's all ending now.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's been really exciting. It's going to be sad to leave after all the non-stop excitement here. From the fireworks to the spectacular play to the major celebrities to the fans here in Malaysia. I'm definitely going to miss it here, but